got These Electric Lives, local Toronto pop, new wave,
Yeah, rock, pop,
everything.
electro,
Gangster rap, gospel.
I'm just curious if you could just go around in circles, starting with Mark. I guess, what do you, who you are, and what do you play in the band?
I'm Mark Stanfield. I'm lead vocals, guitar, and keyboards.
Nice. We're going counterclockwise. I'm Gary. I play bass and keyboards.
Rob Butcher, I play drums.
Brian, I play guitar and backup vocals.
Backup vocals are important. I used to play bass, but not in a real band like this. How did you guys meet up? I know you've been around as a band for a few years already, right? So I was just wondering, how did you start These Electric Lives?
Yeah, the three of us, Brian, Gary, and I, met at college at Harris Institute, which is like a production and engineering course. And at the end of that year program, we got together and jammed, and that was kind of the initial incarnation of the band. And Robbie, we've been playing shows with for years with other bands and stuff, so now he's with us. Lucky us.
Robbie came on with us last fall, and his first gigs with us were the Indie Week gigs
That you won.
that we won. So,
right.
So yeah,
He was our ringer.
He was our ringer.
Yeah.
The oral Hershazer of drumming.
That might be too obscure. I don't know. Like, I remember all of Hershazer, but yeah.
When you were at Harris and when you formed this, like, you three, were you thinking, down the road you'd be winning awards, that you'd be like, trying to make a go of it? Or was it just...
Well, is thinking and fantasizing the same thing? I guess maybe.
No, I don't
was
think so.
Thinking.
Thinking it is cocky. Like, hoping is I think normal.
Yeah.
We thought we were onto something. We had a weird beginning though, because of we started right when MySpace was taking off. And after our third gig, we had like an indie record offer from LA, so that kind of actually messed us up a bit in a way, because we're like, this isn't supposed to happen. So we got off to a weird start, because from our third gig in, we didn't think we were going to be dealing with business stuff at that point. So that was interesting.
It helped to kind of kickstart things a little bit.
Yeah, we kind of were forced to take it more seriously, because either we ignored the email or we responded to it and kind of went on the fast track. And so we decided to reply to the email, and that took us down a little bit. That was interesting. And
So
a curve.
sort of like a confidence booster, but then you know that we gotta like up the game.
Yeah. It felt good, but then we were like, oh shit, what now? I guess we gotta be a real band fast.
I heard your both EPs, but Learn by Doing, the first one, right?
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, there's drums there too, right?
There is, yeah. Robbie's actually the fourth drummer that we've had. And we did have a drummer do some stuff on that first thing. So we've always had a drummer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Robbie's just our newest and
Think about it.
Greatest.
Like
Greatest.
Nirvana had 5 drummers before Dave Grohl.
there you go.
Can you describe, I guess, how your music's evolved from that then to where it is now?
I could start by
musically.
saying we made Learn by Doing ourselves at home, completely, like using the engineering training that we had up to that point. We just finished school, and we had 4 songs to perform, and our first gig was about we had 4 songs, and we recorded those 4 songs because we just finished an engineering program. So we had that disc done before we played our first show, and we sold it at our first show.
You're all musical engineers?
That's how we met at the Harris Institute. Yeah, so we took a music production course, and that's how we first met. So when we graduated, 4 weeks after we graduated, Mark got us a gig, and that's how we and we only had time to throw together 4 songs, so that's kind of how Learn by Doing started. And so we've always produced our own stuff. We have a producer from the second thing, the self-titled EP, Joe Carvalho, kind of became our guru and our producer and stuff, but we were always kind of hands-on working with him.
Yeah.
So I think we've just gotten better as producers, because if you listen to the first thing and you listen to the second thing and listen to We See Light, I think we're getting better at what we're doing.
Oh, definitely.
I don't think we've changed the sounds too drastically. I think it's just the songs are better and the production's better.
I think we're a few years older, and like I think there's naturally a little bit of maturing in the sound. I don't think it's a definite like shift in like style necessarily, but yeah, we definitely added a few more elements, and we like to dive a little deeper into some electronic aspects of it. But
Is it like kind of like free for all, or is it organized? Like you would write a music part, or you would write lyrics, or do you have a style, or is it just kind of it just organically sort of happens?
Yeah, organic I think is a good word. We don't really think about it too much. Yeah.
Like we've had like songs that come to fruition just in our jam space as we're playing together, and then we've also had other songs where it's like, you know, Mark or Gary or I or whatever will start with an idea, bring it to practice, and then it'll eventually shape into something, and then, you know, Robbie will lay his parts in, and it's a collaboration that maybe started by one person, like just like a demo that gets laid down at home. But yeah, I mean, it's happened multiple ways.